So yeah, I was up late last night, right? And something that God had just dropped into my spirit was just like he goes to and fro looking for who he can find himself strong is, so is the devil. The devil is looking to and fro to find who he can use to fulfill his assignment. And that means he's looking to see if he can find somebody who is willing to steal, kill, and destroy your life. He is looking to use somebody who is willing to be assigned to your life to destroy you. That is deep. It says that the devil is like a roaring lion looking for whom he can devour. Do you know what that means? He's looking at somebody who is not doing anything, somebody who is in their thoughts, somebody who is in idolatry, somebody who has already opened doors and is doing nothing with their time. They're not reading, they're not praying, they're not worshiping God, they're not in communion with God, they're not even talking with God. He's looking for people who are not truly invested in God, may say a prayer and carry it on with the day, may ask God for something and then carry on with their day. He's looking for people who are not committed to God to use to assign to your life, to keep you from fulfilling your destiny. This is why it's so important to be a people of prayer, to be a house of prayer. Even Jesus every morning, and I believe that even before like the sun was up, he would go and pray. He would go and speak with God. He would go and invest time with God to pull his strength from God to be able to go out into the world and to even heal people or be used for people and be used by God. Even Jesus pulled from God. Jesus was connected to God like an umbilical cord to a mother and a child who is in their womb. And that is how close we need to be with God, because the devil is looking, around, seeing whom he can devour, seeing who he can use to assign to your life, to destroy your life. Stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. Stay in your word. Stay in communion with God. Stay connected. Build your relationship with God, because God can tell you who your enemy is. God can tell you who is sent for your demise. God can tell you don't befriend this person. Don't spend time with this person. God can tell you God actually tells us things before they even happen, and that is the perks of being his children, is that we can hear him and that we are prepared and we are ahead of things. And Joseph is a good example. Before the famine came, God was giving dreams and teaching Joseph how to interpret dreams, right? And we know that because he was put in jail, right, in prison, and God had said to me that was their intimacy, that was their intimate place, and that is where God was using in God was the other one, in building his relationship with Joseph. That's why when the Pharaoh had a dream about the famine that was coming, Joseph, who was a child of God and believes in God, was able to interpret it and say, yes, God has said 7 years to store up, and then this, and this, right? And what happened? God used him to bless his people, right? And so we are always ahead of things. This is why it's important to be in the intimate place with God, because God lets us be prepared. That's why we have the Holy Spirit, you guys. And so God just wanted me to give you guys that, so you guys know, just like God is going around looking for who he can find himself strongest to use for his glory, so is Satan looking for people he can use to misguide you, mislead you, and to also trap you and trick you into pursuing his purpose for your life and missing what God has for you. And that is to suffer, and that is to go to hell and burn in eternity with Satan. Do you understand what I'm saying? So stay prayed up and stay connected to God, because God is the only one who can save you from the traps of the devil. This is why it's important to have spiritual discernment and to ask God to give you the gifts of discerning of spirits, so you know who's in your circle. This is a great time to actually ask God to expose who it is that you are, allowing in your life, who it is that you're allowing to speak into your life and feed and pull from. now is the time to really just get so close to God and allow him to show you the hearts of those around you. Okay, you guys, have a beautiful and blessed day.